Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more.
And to the rest of you, the non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters, you guys make me sick to my stomachs, fam. Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? That's what I thought. No, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Hey y'all, I'm back again with another video. And in today's video, you see the title. It is titled Has Streaming Ruined the Music Industry? Okay. And this is a conversation I've been wanting to have for a while, but I've had so many conversations I always want to have. So this is just one of them. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you have not already. And let's go ahead and get into this video. Now, there's a lot of different side ventures and side topics I can go into with this conversation because I feel like there's so many things that are ruining the music industry. It's not just any one thing. But I feel like streaming is definitely one of the biggest setbacks that we've ever had in the music industry. And it is convenient for the user, but it's not in the best interest 9 times out of 10 for the artist. Artists are making way less money off of streaming than they are by someone pure sales buying their project in the store or, buying the full project for the full price of what an album is worth or a single. Streaming for the consumer, we're getting all of the artist's work on an extreme discount is really what it is. It's really cheaply priced. You're paying for Apple Music for X amount a month. You're paying for Spotify for $9-10 a month and getting access to a whole entire artist's catalogs and singles, right? And what it's doing is it's resulting in fans not going out and purchasing the artist's music in pure sales, which is really where they're getting the majority of their money from. Pure sales, concert tickets, endorsements from brands. That's where the money is being made. Streaming is like very, very tiny percentage of where their money is actually coming from. And I think streaming has resulted in people being really casual listeners of pretty much all artists and nobody being diehard fans of any particular artist. So if you're probably confused by that, you're meaning, what do you mean? I'm still a fan of XYZ. I just go stream their music now. It's a little bit different. Like, since people aren't going out and buying CDs, you have to really love an artist to get off of your butt and go buy a CD. You have to really love an artist to go get off of your butt and go buy a vinyl. Whatever the case may be. With streaming, you don't have to be a fan of anyone. You can just stream everyone. Stream every type of music and just pretty much be a casual listener of everybody. And so it results at the end of the day, like, artists not having actual fan bases. Let's get analytical. Like, a lot of artists nowadays, and I'm using videos of female rappers because I talk about female rap. A lot of artists in general, whether it be female rap, whether it be pop, whether it be male rap, whatever, they don't have fan bases because everybody's just casually listening to their music instead of being invested in any particular artist. So people are casually listening to Ice Spice. People are casually listening to Lotto. People are casually listening to Doja Cat. People are casually listening to Flo Milli, whoever. And enter any artist here. There's not a lot of artists who have genuine built up fan bases from, they started their career at this time and they built their career up and their fan base up all the way up until 2024. Like, there's not a lot of artists who have that. It just seems like nobody's a fan of anybody nowadays. And that's why we keep seeing artists come and go in this industry where they're hot for a year or two and then they completely fall off. I.e., people are saying that about Glorilla right now. People are saying that about artists like Lil Baby. People are saying about artists like 6ix9ine. People are saying that about artists like DaBaby. These people never had fan bases like that for real. They just had people who were casually listening to them at the moment, but then when it comes time to buy some tickets or when it comes time to buy some albums, they're nowhere to be found because they weren't really diehard fans of them. They were just streaming their music occasionally and listening to the singles that they put out on the radio, but they weren't they weren't like really supporters. They're just streamers. So I feel like streaming is good for us, but it's not good for the artists at the end of the day because they're not solidifying like actual fans. They're not solidifying people who are going to ride with them forever. They're just obtaining casual listeners. There are not a lot of artists anymore who have cultivated large fan bases that will survive just the casual streamer. There are some, but they're not a lot. Like, for example, there's artists like Russ. He has a cult following, a cult fan base, okay, who I don't think he's going to be affected by, the fickleness of streaming, because he has people out there who are really going to support him, streaming or not. Then we have people like Rod Wave. He has a cult fan base. You don't hear about Russ in the media or Rod Wave in the media like that, but they have real fans. They have people who are not just casual listeners of them. There are artists out here in this generation who have that, but it's fewer and farther in between that we're going to find that. I definitely, in my heart of hearts, feel like that is why artists are falling off every 2 business days. Nobody can seem to stay hot because nobody has real fans. Everybody's just kind of like blowing in the wind because everybody is listening to everyone and no one at the same time. Like, another example I feel of this is Doja Cat. Doja Cat sold 71K the first week, but her sales for her album, her pure sales units for her album was only 6K, which is the people who physically bought like a physical of the album or a physical of something, opposed to streaming numbers. And you'll see that for a lot of artists that their first week sales numbers they could be a little bit higher, but then the pure sales units numbers of like people physically going out and buying the album is way less because nobody is doing that anymore. But it's hurting the artist at the end of the day. It is hurting the artist at the end of the day, because if the person doesn't care enough to get off their butt and go buy the album, 9 times out of 10 they're probably not like a super fan, to be honest with you. Because I did it when Doja Cat first when she released Planet Her. I was like a super fan. I'm still a fan of Doja, but like I was like a super fan back then. And I got off my butt. Well, I didn't get off my butt, but I ordered the physical copy of her CD, Planet Her. I bought a physical. I bought a pure sales physical. I still have the CD. I didn't do that for this era because I haven't been feeling Doja Cat like that. But just, I've been streaming it. So I'm not supporting as much as I would have been if I bought a physical copy. Another thing I feel about streams that are kind of detrimental to the artist is it makes the artist look bigger than what they actually are sometimes. Sometimes, not every time, it depends on the artist. But sometimes streaming can make an artist look a lot more bigger than what they are, but then when it's time to buy tickets for concerts, when, the pure sales are being shown, things like that, then you see, wait a minute, this artist is not nearly as big or have as much support as it seems like they do because their stream numbers are so high. But then when it's time to do something and show up in person for these people aren't showing up. Like, because nobody really cared like that to begin with. It's a lot of it is illusionary. It depends on the artist though, because artists like Taylor Swift, super crazy streams. Artists like The Weeknd, super crazy streams. You know what I'm saying? Artists like Travis Scott, super crazy. Rihanna, super crazy streams. And that's real support because they have real fan bases. But some of these artists out here, the streaming numbers be up and them sales in real life be low. So it doesn't serve the artist really good image-wise when that happens. So I think streaming all in all, for so many different reasons, is just not good. It's setting the industry back at the end of the day. And it's a shortcut. But anyway, and I love streaming though. I'm not even going to sit up here and pretend like I'm not somebody who enjoys streaming, because it is convenient, but it's not nearly as good for the industry itself than it is for the consumer. But you guys let me know what you guys think about streaming, and that's really it for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.